Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, first let us interact, then we'll go for the syllabus. Then we'll start the syllabus. Please make all of you unmute first. That's good. Good afternoon.
Good
Good
afternoon, sir.
afternoon, sir.
Good
Good afternoon, sir.
afternoon, sir.
Hello.
How are you, sir?
Are you able to hear me?
Hello. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. Video
How are
audio
you,
is
sir?
okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So good afternoon to one and all.
Good afternoon.
Okay.
Good afternoon.
Yeah. From today, as you know that we are starting from the semester, third semester. So all of you enter your register number in message box. That it will be. I will be getting from the record session attendance also. So you enter your register number so that I can enter that on the attendance. And apart from that, rules regulations already might have told it how to take the classes, what is the role for the teacher, what is the role for the faculty, all those things. Now, before starting the syllabus, I would like to give some introduction for that particular subject, why we are studying, what we are learning. So let me, is it visible screen? Screen is
Sir.
visible? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Sir.
So actually, every teacher has to prepare the course format, something like this, and course objectives and course outcomes. So course objectives is nothing but what you will be, what is the subject says, what you will be learning. Course outcomes is nothing but at the end of the semester what you will be, what you have studied. That is what the course objectives and course outcomes. So course objective is nothing but what you are going to study, what is there in that syllabus and what you will be studying in that. So course outcomes is nothing but finally end of the semester what you have learned from that semester in that particular subject. So now prerequisite for this subject is, prerequisite is nothing but you should know the data structures, some of the basic mathematics, and C++, little bit knowledge. So here, as far as concerned for the laboratory, either you can do for C programming or C++, as you wish. So there is no restriction, you have to do it C or C++. You can do it either C or in C++. So data structures and C programming, C++, if you know that, here that syntaxes we are using, that's it. So we are not using any pointers concepts or other structures or linked list or trees concepts and all, we are not using, just function and up to arrays. Arrays and functions, if you know that, you can be able to do it ada here. So then now let me say the course objectives. First one is nothing but introduce the students the importance of the algorithms. So algorithm is nothing but what? Algorithms is nothing but you are writing, you are solving any problems, you are writing the steps, step by step procedure. So that means what? So unambiguous steps you are writing. So that means what? If somebody says, they should understand that steps to solve that particular problems. That is what the importance of the algorithms. So algorithms you can write for any problems. How many can you say for one algorithm? Sorry, one problem. Can you write more than one algorithm? Srinidhi? can I write more than one algorithm for the particular problem? Is it possible or not?
Yes, sir, we can.
Yes, we can write it. So you can write the more than one algorithm. So algorithms is nothing but how you will be solving. You are writing the unambiguous steps. So that means what? Step by step, what I should do next, what I should do next, what I should do next. So here we have one of the problem is nothing but topological order. Suppose if you are having some of the items, how you will be utilizing. So just, I don't want to criticize anybody. Suppose if I'm having, somebody is having, so shirt, pant, shoes, socks, lace, how you will be wearing first. So I can wear either shirt or pant first. So next socks, next shoes, next I have to tie that one. So that is the procedure. You will be writing the one step how to solve that particular problem. That means what? I want to make up ready means I have to wear particular some of the dress, or you have to wear some of the dresses to looks like neatly or whatever it may be. So there also you are following some of the steps. So the similarly, when you have one problem, that means there one problem is nothing but what? I have to make it, or you have to make it ready, get ready for the particular function. So there how you are preparing. So you should have the plan such a way that to attend that particular function, how you are preparing, how you are going, how you are attending. So that means what? For example, I want to attend 7 o'clock tomorrow. My meeting means by what time I should get up, what I should do bath, what type of dress I have to use it, what type of transportation I have to utilize it. All these things I should know that. So that is what the way of writing the algorithms. That is what the first step. Next one is recognize the problems under specific techniques or methods used the design algorithms. So that means what? So here is I can be able to solve one problem more than one technique, more than one algorithms. So here also the similar way we can solve it, analysis and design of algorithms also. You can, some of the problems you can solve it greedy techniques, some of the problems you can solve it in a basic way. Sorting also same thing. Suppose if I'm giving particular problem, some numbers, suppose if I say you to solve that particular problem in the ascending order or descending order. So if I say that, what you can do is either you can go for any sorting techniques. That means what? Either selection sort or bubble sort or insertion sort or quick sort or mud sort or whatever it may be, whatever you have learned, bucket or address calculation sort or whatever it may be, the sorting techniques, which one you are comfortable, you can do it. Suppose if I say use divide and conquer techniques, then I should go for the divide and conquer technique. Then I have to apply that particular technique, then only I can able to solve it. So that is what they recognize the problems under the specific techniques. So under the which specific techniques, or if they mention in the examination you have to use this particular technique, then you have to use the methods and use it to design the particular algorithms. That is what the course second outcomes you will be learning. Third one is nothing but emphasize the importance of the analysis of the algorithms. So that means what? Every problem you should be able to analyze that, which is the best one, So now you have one example I would like to give it here. Anybody staying here this side, Esirgata Road or Abhigari area? Anybody staying here? Can you give me just yes? That's all. There is no question.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Who is that? Tell me the
Chaitra.
name. Vishal.
Chaitra.
Yes, sir. Vishal.
Vishal, where do you stay, sir?
Sir, near Abhigare.
Abhigare. So
Yes,
how
sir.
you are coming to college?
Bike, sir.
Bike. So
Yes, sir.
what is the route you are choosing?
Esargata main road only.
Esirgata main road. Suppose
Yeah.
if you want to come by bus, what is the way?
Then we have to take from KGLE,
Hmm.
Gangama Circle. Yeah, that's a different
Okay.
route.
How much time it will take? If you
That
are
will
coming
take around 45 to 50 minutes.
bus,
Yes, sir.
by bus.
Yes, sir.
Suppose if you are using bike,
Bike, half an hour.
half an hour. So 15 minutes is saving. So now, which is the best? You can say
Bike.
either bus or bike.
Bike, sir.
Bike is best. So why you are saying bike is the best?
Sir, short span.
Yes, shortest distance, and you can save the time. Correct? No.
Yes, sir.
Main is you can save the time whenever you want. For example, if it is 8:30 college means you can leave exactly 8 o'clock. If it is bus, even though if it is taking 45 minutes, but you have to leave home at around 7:15, because whenever you are going to bus stop, you may not be getting the bus stop, because bus timings you should know. Again, you have to travel maybe 1 or 2 buses. So how many buses you have to take? 3 na 2 na?
2, sir.
2 buses, maybe one up to Yelahanka to college, or whatever it may be. So that means what? So you are saying which is the best. Similarly here also, when you have more than one algorithm to solve the particular problem. So now your problem is to get up to reach the college. So for that you have multiple options. Either you can come by walk if it is 4 or 5 kilometers, or you can come by cycle, or you can come by bus, or you can come by two-wheeler, or you can come by car. So you have many type of options, but you will be choosing which is the best based on your constraints. So somebody will go for cycle, somebody will go for bike, somebody will go for bus also. Maybe their financial constraints or whatever it may be. So that is the reason here also emphasize the importance of analyzing the algorithms. So you need to analyze which one. So for example, he says now, Vishal says he is coming by bike. So if it is a bike, how much? So I have to analyze what is the expenditure, what is the time saving. If it is time saving, how we will be utilizing all these things I have to say. If it is bus, how much time it will be taking, how much time you will be losing, so that it will be reflected for the education, all these things. So the similar way here also, every problem you need to tell what is the advantages, what is the disadvantage, analyze. So that means our problems will be telling with respect to time and space. With respect to time and space. So there I have told you, for example, your real-time example, many I have told you, because with respect to money, with respect to petrol, all these things. But in our subject, we'll be telling analyzing is nothing but what? Will be 2 cases only for every problem you need to write it. One is called the space complexity, one is called the time complexity. These 2 things compulsory you have to write for all the problems. That is what you have to do it. Next, apply suitable algorithm in solving a given problems. Suppose if they're not mentioning any specific technique, so you can go for any algorithm which is suitable for that particular problems. So which one you have learned or whatever it may be, if they're not saying any technique, specific technique, you can go for the any algorithm, you can use it and you can go for that one. So capabilities to design the new algorithms. Suppose if they give any problems, so you can be learn how to design the new algorithms. That means what? Once we learned analysis and design of algorithms, so you can be able to solve or you can be able to design any new algorithms also for the particular problems. So that is what the course objectives. So I have written only 4 or 5 course objectives. Introduce the students to important. You have to find out what is the importance of the particular problems. That means what I used to say, any programming if I take, I will be saying the same thing. First you have to understand the problems, so then only you can be able to solve it. But here you have to identify what is the importance, and second one is recognize the problems under the specific techniques, methods used to design the algorithms. Third one is emphasize the importance of analyzing the algorithms. Fourth one is apply suitable algorithms in solving given problems. Fifth one is capacity to design the new algorithms. So that is what you will be doing. So now you have the 5 units you will be having. So unit 1 or module 1, module 2, module 3, module 4. So unit 1 or module 1, you have introduction to fundamentals analysis of algorithms and efficiencies. But here is what is the fundamentals of the analysis. You should learn it to solve the particular problems. That means you have some of the fundamentals you have to read the problems, you have to analyze the problems, you have to design that one, you have to code, you have to write the programming, then you have to test the all the algorithms. That is what the analysis and fundamentals. That's what how you have to go the step by step you'll be selling here, and what type of problems you will be doing. And here is asymptotic notations is nothing but you will be finding how much time will be taken and under which problems will be coming. All these things you'll be learning in the first chapter. Briefly I'm telling what it says: module 1, module 2, module 3, module 4. Then we'll go for in details. So module 2 you have the brute force techniques. Brute force techniques, I hope some of the sorting techniques you people already you have learned it. So like mud sort, quick sort, binary search, all these things you have done it, you know that. So other than that, binary tree traversals also you have learned it: in order, pre-order, post-order, and that is called the related properties. And something extra you will be learning here. Another one is called the multiplications of the large integers. So next one is called the divide and conquer. So divide and conquer is nothing but any problems you will be dividing the two parts, and every problems repeatedly you are doing small. That means divided by 2, divided by 2, divided by 2. That means till you get the small pieces. Once you get the small pieces, then it is very easy to problems. For example, I'll tell you the numbers. For example, 25, 35, 45, 65, 75, 85, 125 is there. Now how to solve? I want to write the given problem in ascending order. How to write it, that one? Because I've told some numbers. Now you may not be able to remember also that one. Now for example, if I am having 25 and 35, 25 is one partition, 35 is one partition. So if I want to check these two numbers, it is easy for me. So that means every problem you are making small problems. So once you make small problems, that means either one or two pieces. So you are making small pieces so that it is easy to learn the programming. So it's easy to understand, easy to solve the problems. That is what the major intention to learn the divide and conquer. So the next one is, here is under this you will be having some of the problems: mud sort, quick sort, binary search, binary tree traverses, and related properties, multiplication of the large numbers. So next one is decrease and conquer. Decrease and conquer is nothing but here also simple. So you will be taking one instance. You will be taking one instance. Based on that, you will be solving the remaining problems. So now in data structures, insertion sort, you might have learned it. I hope you have learned it now. Insertion sort.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, insertion sort. What you have done is, for example, 4 numbers already sorted. For example, 1, 2, 5, 7 is there. Now the next number is, suppose if I take 2, what will happen is that based on that 2 number only, I will be comparing the previous and where it will be accommodate. You can accommodate it. That means previously you have 5, that is less only 2 is less than 5. Next number is 2 is less than 4. Next number I have taken 3. 3 is less than 2 is less than 3. Next number I will be checking 1 is less than 2 is less than 1. Condition will become false. Then the next number I will be inserting. That means what? You will be taking one small instance to solve that particular problem. That I mean to say is, you will be taking one small instance. That means small area, all one piece of that particular problem. You will be taking that, and based on that you will be able to solve that particular problem. That is what the decrease and conquer. So here in these problems you will be having insertion sort to BFS, DFS, topological sorting algorithm for generating combinational objects and generation permutations. This is what the decrease and conquer. And third, in that you have the greedy techniques. Greedy techniques also almost whatever I have taken from the Vishal, some number. So shortest path here. So Prim's algorithm, Kruskal's algorithm, Dijkstra's algorithm, Hoffman. So this, in this case, suppose the applications if you take in a network, so which is the nearest path, using this you can be able to find out. Suppose one server, if you are using Gmail, one server is Bangalore, one server is Chennai, one server is Hyderabad. Suppose when you are able to access it, first nearby server will be taking care. So it will be accessing that. If that is very busy, then we'll go for the other one. So next server. So that means you will be finding the shortest path using the Prim's, Kruskals, Dijkstra's and Hoffman code. So that is what the greedy techniques. And the next one is space and trade-off marks. So space and trade-off marks is nothing but, so here some of the problems you are having, space and time. So how you will be, how much time will be taking, how much space will be taking, using the sum of the problems you'll be solving here. So here is sorting by counting. So using counting methods, we can be able to do it. One more new technique here to sort the given numbers. I'll tell you that how to count it, that one. And next is input enhancement, string matching and hashing. So string matching is nothing but you will be having bigger string. In that I want to find out substring. For example, BMS Institute of Technology is there. So in that institute, whether it is available or not, I want to find out. So I can be able to find out that. So that is what the another one. So next one is dynamic programming. So dynamic programming is nothing but you have the computing binomial coefficients, Warshal's and Floyd algorithms and Knapsack problems. So dynamic programming is nothing but you will be solving the problems recursively. So that means what? You will be overlapping problems. I mean to say solving the problems, overlapping problems. Overlapping problem, best one example, whatever you have learned, I will give you. You have the, for example, factorial 5. Factorial 5 is nothing but what? You will be writing 5 into factor of 4. Next, factor of 4 is nothing but 4 into factor of 3. Next is 3 into factor of 2. Next, 2 into factor of 1. 1 into factor of 1. So that means what? First, you need to find out fact 1 value. Next is, once you know fact 1, next you will go for the 2. Next for the 3. Next 4. Like that. Here also overlapping problems or binomial coefficients or whatever it may be, you will be having array data will be storing one particular small problems. That means first I will be writing factorial 5 I want means I will write factorial 1. Next I will go use for the factorial 2, using the previous values. Next is the previous value I will take and I will be able to solve the particular problem. That is what the dynamic programming. Next is limitations of the algorithm problems. So here is lower bound arguments. So the decision trees, you have P, NP, NP complete. So polynomial, non-deterministic polynomial, non-deterministic polynomial complete problems. So here is the examples. For example, if I say decision trees is nothing but if you go for the biggest of 3 numbers. Biggest of 3 numbers, what I will be doing? If I want to find out biggest of the big number, I will be checking A is greater than B and A is greater than C. A will be the big. So that is one route. If it is other one, you'll go for the else part. So that means what? When you're writing the flow chart. So no means I'll check B is greater than C means then I'll write it. True means I'll write it B. So that is what the decisions. So based on the conditions, you will be taking the decisions, you will be writing the problems. This is what now, whatever so-called we are talking now, the recent technologies like big data analytics or machine learning problems, all these things problems is statistics and decision trees, some of the algorithms you are utilizing there. So that is what the lower bound arguments. And here is last unit, whatever you are having the backtracking, branch and bound. So only NQ problems you will be solving here. The remaining Cayley-Hamilton circuits or subset problems like assignment or Knapsack, traveling salesman, all these problems already you have solved the previous units, but here also can be solved. That means what? All 5th unit, majority cases, even for the particular problems, you will be showing more than one result. So the example now Vishal says is more than one solution. How can you show one particular problem? Means suppose if you are asking that particular question, I'll say for example, Vishal says Abhigare to college, he told 1 or 2 routes. So 1 or 2 routes is nothing but first route, how many kilometers distance. Second route, how many kilometers? Third route, how many kilometers? That means what? To solve that particular problem, source is Abhigiri, destination is BMSIT, but you have the different ways, and but still you have the answers. That means what? Why they are saying here is you should show always more than one solution is nothing but, suppose now we are calling sometimes. We have best example, mobile is there. Now I will call somebody through mobile. So what happens? Sometimes immediately it will give connection. Sometimes what will happen? It will not connect it, isn't it? Correct now? It will not connect it. So the reason is busy. So in that case, what will happen? We'll get some beep sound. So in that case, it will connect the other tower or different route or whatever it may be, the designing techniques, whatever they have done based on that. So other way, so other route, other way of solving that problem to connect the destination node. So that is what this example says. Always you have the problem. If you have one problem, you need to show more than one solutions for the particular problems. That is what the 5th unit says. And here is Leventon is the textbook. These are all the chapters. In one textbook only, you will be able to get it entire your syllabus. So not even entire textbook, up to 12th unit only, 12th chapters only you will be having. And these are all the reference books. So next you will be having the course. This is what the first hour what I will be doing, second hour what I will be doing. I'll share it this one also. So this is what the schedule for me to take the classes. According to that, I'll be finishing. So course delivery of the methods, I can use either Blackboard or interactions or simulations in labs, case studies. So interaction is nothing but different interactions, either through PPT or through examinations or whatever it may be. So now course objectives is nothing but end of the subject. You will be able to do this. Categorize the problems based on characteristics and practical importance. So you can be able to differentiate which type of problems, which techniques you need to use it to solve the particular problems. That is what the first one. Second one is design the algorithm using the appropriate design paradigms to solve the given problems. So you will be able to design the algorithms and you will be using the appropriate way to solve the particular problems. Third one is compute the differences. Right. So next one is third one is compute the efficiencies of the algorithms in terms of the asymptotic notations. That means what? You will be writing the efficiencies. So how much time taken, which is the either best case, worst case, average case. You can be design which technique, that one. Next, fourth one is implement the algorithm using the various designing strategies. And fifth one is identify the best suitable algorithms in the solving examples. And program outcomes, every time we used to say it based on the program outcomes. So first test, second test, third test you will be writing and you will be solving the mappings, that one. So we'll be showing for this one is nothing but the NBA purpose. This is what the outcomes, programs outcomes I have to say, then I'll come back to this one. So assessments also, you know that how we will be doing. So internal assessment test will be there. So 2 tests will be taken, 3 tests will be conducted and 2 tests will be taken, best 2 will be taken, and maximum marks 20 marks. And evidences for that one is nothing but blue books, and course outcomes is nothing but this is what this one will be taken. So for this classroom, open book assignments, all these things will be taken for another 20 marks. That is nothing but average of 2 will be considered in this one. So assignments, reports will be there. Apart from that quiz, all these things, it will be coming under this 20 marks only. So first 20 marks only for this time test. Another 20 marks, activities, quiz, or beyond the syllabus problems, aptitude, or whatever it may be. So all these 20 marks, different ways will be conducting and will be giving 20 marks for this. And semester and examination, as you know that standard examination, once at the end of that one, 100 marks will be there. So you'll be using answer scripts and all these things will be coming. So indirect assessment, that is not required for any indirect as also student feedback we are taking. This is what NBA purpose we are taking. Student feedback about the delivery of the course. So suppose if the teacher is telling one way, for example, PPT. So only PPT if we are using also, for example, like programming subjects, especially you take mathematical subjects like discrete mathematics or this subject on analysis and design of algorithms or that. Suppose if I'm using PPT only, means what will happen? I'll show that particular problem. So from that I'll be getting this, I'll be getting this, I'll be getting this, I'll be getting this. Over. Suppose after 2-3 days, if you are opening, what will happen? Again, it will become new one. So that is the reason some of the way of solving the problems, we need blackboard. So that what will happen? Teacher also will be writing, solving the problems, and you will be solving that particular problems, so that you will be learning properly. So for all the subjects, we cannot make it the same strategy. So suppose if I'm using only PPTs, so you'll give, sir, we are not understanding. So that means what? I have to see based on the subject, based on the complexity of the particular problem. I should be able to change the delivery methods. That is what this one. And here is you have this time we'll be going for the test evaluation. So remembering questions, direct questions. So for example, explain Mozart given examples. Remember is nothing but I'll be giving for 20 marks. So we need to bit understand. 40 marks, 2 questions will be given. Another one is apply. So you need to apply the particular greedy technique, and you should be able to solve that particular problems. So that one is 30 marks. And analyze is nothing but case study, innovative study questions will be giving 10 marks. So first test something will be like this, second test will be like this, third test will be like this, end semester examinations will be something like this. So this is what the way of solving. So first test syllabus, I'll share this one also, 1.5 unit. Second test syllabus, question paper pattern also have given. So second test, third test, like this only have given it. So what is the syllabus for the first test, what is the syllabus for the second test, and what is the syllabus for the third test? So actually finally I'll write the question paper here. That is the reason we have not written it here, how to copy it and paste it here. So that is what we have to do. Similarly for a laboratory also will be there. Just I'll show that. I'll share that one also. 1 second. Lab course file. Right. So here this time you will be having I think how many questions? 14 questions are there. For this also same thing, course outcomes and course objectives. So course objectives, we have written it here 5. So this is nothing but COs only here. I have considered here only COs only. So same way we'll be writing here also. So binary search, linear search already you have done it. So but only thing is extra is nothing but here is you should be able to write plot the graph. So that means what? Not for 10 numbers, 5 numbers. You need to take lakhs, 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs, 15 lakhs, 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs. So now the question is, can I enter 20 to 1 lakh numbers or 2 lakhs numbers? So for that you will be writing generate the random numbers, and you will be entering into the system will be taken random numbers, 1 lakh numbers or 10 lakhs numbers or whatever it may be. That I will tell you how to solve it. Basic concepts you should know, that is called the binary search, linear search. The remaining I'll tell you. So now insertion sort also you have learned it. The 2 programs you know that. Mud sort bit you know, I'll tell you once again. 3 programs. Next is quick sort also you have done it already. BFS, DFS, have you done it? Students? BFS, DFS? Anyone can say? BFS, DFS? Hello?
No, sir.
Okay, I'll tell you. So BFS, DFS. So next one, this is what the problems: topological sorting, dynamic programming. Based on syllabus only, we'll be solving all these things. So some of the math problems also is there. So that I'll tell you how to solve it, how it will be working out. Okay. So this is what the laboratory programs. This time only 14 questions are there. First test, first 7 programs or 8 programs. Remaining test is the remaining programs. So here is we'll go for first sorting techniques, so that by that time I will finish some of the syllabus in the theory. So then we can be able to solve it the remaining problems later stages. So first we'll go for the sorting techniques every week. So next Monday onwards we'll go for the laboratory programs also. We can be able to solve it. So here also similar only, there also whatever we have written for theory, the similarly here also we wrote it. So introduce the students the importance of the algorithms. So we should know what is the importance of the problems. So recognize the problems under specification techniques or methods used with the design algorithms. Emphasize the importance of the analyzed algorithms. Apply suitable algorithm in solving a given problems. Capabilities to design the new algorithms. So this is what the COs for this subject. Then we'll see the remaining things. So here is how we'll be conducting the laboratory experiments. This is what the similarly COs also have written what you will be learning end of the semester and how we'll be mapping for this. And this is what the test. So you know that internal assessment for 20 marks, continuous evaluation for 10 marks, quiz is 10 marks. So end semester examinations. So no need to get any confusion for the test. All these things I'll share it, this one also. So everything is clear. If end of the semester, no need to ask, sir, I was not knowing all these things. So please try to understand how we will be calculating, how we will be implementing all the process. So here is, anyway, probably first month may not be able to use Blackboard through online mode only. So only thing is my request, suppose if you are able to take pen and papers or notebook, you whenever I am solving the problems, please note it down. Then it is easy to write the external examination. So mathematical problems, if you are not able to solve, so you cannot able to write it there. For example, I'll take one example with example some numbers 5, 10, 20, 30. So in examination they may change that values, but the way of solving problem is same thing. But once you practice, then it is easy for you to write the external examination. That's what I would like to say the comments for this subject. So only thing is, here is algorithms only maximum. So problematic subject. So if you are missing especially first unit, that means first 9 to 10 hours or 8 to 10 hours is most crucial. If you are understanding properly first 8 to 10 hours, the remaining syllabus, the remaining chapters, it is easy to write that space complexity, time complexity. If you miss this first to 8 to 10 hours, then every problem writing the space and time complexity is a bit difficult, and for out of 10, 2 marks you will be losing in the examination. So for every problem they will be asking space and time complexity. So that is the reason first unit is most important here, crucial. So other subjects okay. So even if you miss 1 or 2 hours, that is okay. But here is, we'll categorize the problems: recursion problems, how to solve it; non-recursive problems, how to solve it; graph problems, how to solve it. All these things we'll be discussing in first unit only. So later stages, reference unit 1. If you get the graphical, what is the time? Just we'll co-link that one, correlate that one, we'll be writing the answers, because all these things will be solving here itself. That one, for that purpose only, what I'm saying is, please keep one book, and whenever I'm telling the problems, only that you can write it and do it. Theory, no problem. Anyway, I'll give notes, you can read it, or you can use the notebook, or you can use any other technology also to do it. But when I'm telling the problems, so even if you see in the prescribed book, so directly you may not be understanding how they will solve it. If the teacher says we'll be writing step by step, so that it is easy to write the external examination or internal examination. So that is what I would like to mention, that one. This is what the brief introduction for the analysis and design of algorithms and laboratory. So full notes, it is available with me. Handwritten only is there, and soft copy also is there, hard copy also is there. So through mail I'll be sending, maybe probably this month. Next month onwards we'll be coming to college, we'll use the blackboard and we'll do it that one. So now, so whenever you are entering into the class, you have to enter your register number once only. Don't write it at a thrice, twice, thrice, all those things. Just you write your name and register number. So that is more than sufficient. So that I will be taking the attendance based on this one only. So any doubts, you can ask me now. How it would be the subject? 5 modules are there. 5 modules also I told you. First one is the introduction. Next one is the brute force and divide and conquer. Next is the greedy techniques. Next is space and trade-off and dynamic programming and backtracking methods. These are all the syllabus you are having. Every technique you will be having 4 to 5 problems, that's it. So that 4 to 5 problems, whatever I am solving, if you are able to understand, if you are able to write it, that is more than sufficient. So whatever I am solving, you can see the word question papers also, maximum that problems only will be there. Okay, so only thing is addition, subtraction and bit knowledge, computer networks knowledge, because anyway you have learned computer networks already, so you will be having some idea how to do it, all these things. So that's what, anyway I'll tell you. Only thing is you should have the you should maintain one book and you should have the continuation. So if you are having that, you will not be having any problem at all to learn the design and analysis of algorithms. So there are also scoring subject. Mathematics, you know that if your answer is right, you will be getting all good full marks. So if it is wrong, you will get 0 marks. Either sometimes student will be getting 80, 90 also, sometimes fail also. If you are neglecting, only 1% fail, I hope, last time. So before that time, I don't know, Ganesh sir took. So only thing is, you have to practice, that's it. So not like Java programming, sir, okay, but don't neglect that way. Here is, we should be able to solve that particular problems. Whatever I am giving the homework, you should do it. No other option here. One problem I will be solving, one you should solve it. If you have any doubt, next class you ask me, I'll tell you, I'll guide you how to solve that particular problems. That is what you have to do it. Okay, shall we close this today's class?
Okay, sir.
Okay, so next week onwards, laboratory experiments also will be there. So online tools will use it. So I'll share the code and I'll tell you how to execute first day. So here is extra thing is we have to write it, space and time complexities. For that, I'll tell you what are all the data types you have to use it, how to calculate that. That sentences, I'll tell you 4 to 5 lines code is there. That code, if you are able to understand the remaining problems as it is, you have to write, you are writing the code, that's it. So that means what? Before calling the function, what is the time? System time. After executing that particular function, what is the time? Then you have to calculate end minus start. Timings, the differences you have to calculate. That I'll tell you how to calculate it. So here is, we'll go for the VMware software or Unix based. So it is easy to solve it. Or somebody wants Windows also, is left to you. Okay, normally in the examination we'll practice VMware only. Here also we'll practice the Unix command related only. So that is easy for us to do it. So anyway, online tools will be available. First we'll see it. So next week I'll practice one program, how to execute that one. Then I'll tell you how to do it. Okay, shall I stop now? So next class onwards we'll start the exact syllabus. So now today I'm going to close that. Next Wednesday is next Tuesday, ADA lab. So that means till you are coming back online classes, one day, one lab will be taken. So no batch wise, all these things. All students will be connected to the same batch. So already Madam Dakshavini Madam shared that one. The will follow the same thing only. Shall I close now?
Okay, sir.
I'll stop the recording.